Hello, world. Richard Carver here on day 338 of Sobriety, beginning a Coffee and Ask Me Anything series where we wake up, relax, have a hot beverage of our choice, talk to each other, check out what the world events are happening in the day, hit each other with some positive affirmations, and roll with there. I'm here for everything, and this evening we begin our A through Z song series going with letter O. So if you guys are into music, definitely check that out. I play through all of our requests that are had out there. I do originals as well. There's definitely an original or two in the O's this evening. See some wonderful people jumping into chat like Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. What is up, Leah, Liz? Great to see you all here. Hopefully your days are going well. Cheers out there. Cheers, Noah. Peace and love. Just woke up and having coffee. Hello to HRH008. Great to see you all. Hope your days are having a good start. I always end up staying up way later after our streams. So I stream late at night and we do music all through the evening. And I don't know, I'm always riled up. So I think I probably went to bed around 7 a.m., something like that, this morning. So I'm still getting it rolling myself. What's up, El Rocker? Now, I was going to start cutting grass today in sections because I have a lot of grass to cut, and I know it's late in the year, but I wanted to get a final cut in and still kind of warm enough for that. We'll see if I end up getting to that. We're going to do this instead. Miss Missy, great to see you. Says, good morning, afternoon, sleepy eyes. It's true. I got the sleepy bags under the eyes. What's up, Joe Bird? So we are having the O's this evening. So if anybody has any O requests for songs this evening, now is definitely the time to get those in there. Right, getting ready to go to work. Stayed up until that time also. You know, it's just, it feels right after your body adjusts. Now it's definitely maybe anti-circadian rhythm. It's like the other version of it. You know, I know that we're supposed to be able to get some type of power, some type of better sleep with sleeping, with the, sun down and then comes sun up. But if we're flipped over, I don't know, then it feels better for the body. Thug Life says, hello, it's 1:35 a.m. at my place. All right, well, great to see you all here. I really need to get more sleep, says HRH. It is true. I think I at least slept 6 hours. So I think that was a hefty amount. I love when I get full actual amounts of sleep in there, though. Cheers, everybody. Got a full cup of coffee. You guys drinking any coffee as well? This is instant coffee, like the type that's like the granulars. Janaid, great to see you out there. Game Curator, welcome, welcome. Thank you, Baked Well. Hello to Denise. Hey, it's all good. Thank you for being there. Game Curator says, between you and Scotty, I get no sleep. Well, Game Curator, hopefully we have a chill enough vibe that it maybe induces some sleep here and there, or at least like while you're sleeping, you're getting some music. Thank you for tuning in with this, Game Curator, and I still got to get back to you. Thank you so much for opening that up. It's been really busy on this end of things with the whole end of the year coming. I don't know if you guys feel this way, but December really starts putting into perspective, did I get the things done this year that I wanted to do? And I've really did a good amount on the list, but I have a constant, what feels like a dark cloud hanging over of things to do that I am putting off. So there are some major things that I want to focus on in this month that will help me feel like 2025, that I accomplished some of those goals. And there's still many more that I want to get on there, So December, I'm hoping to be very focused. That's what we're going to say. We're going to have some positive affirmations in our lives. CF Song says, it's nighttime here in Scotland. It's great to see you here at a different time of day, too. OU812, what is up? Just had coffee. Hello, Rock Fam. You got a good song, says Joe Bird. What you got, Joe? But yes, Old Man and Operator, definitely playing that. Absolutely. And Denise, thank you for saying that about this channel. Really appreciate you being here. Lori's got cold brew. I love cold brew so much. I wish I had some cold brew. That's awesome, Lori. I can't keep cold brew around because I end up just chugging it, you know. Noah says Cafe Bustelo is the best. It tastes good and it's rocket fuel. I love that stuff. That yellow bag, right? What's up, Scuba Steve? Howdy, y'all. On my break, I know a good song. Oh Holy Night. Oh, that's a good one, Joe Bird. The thing about Oh Holy Night is I'm thinking that after we're done our A through Z music streams that we've been doing, the series, I want to lean heavily into getting some holiday songs recorded, some holiday live streams. So I don't know if I really want to do Oh Holy Night during this A to Z song series, or wait until we start all of our holiday music right after. I guess I'll contemplate that, but I love that song, Oh Holy Night. It's maybe one of my favorite ones. Really, also anything off of Frank Sinatra's Christmas album is my favorite Christmas album. I just love that album so much. And yep, the yellow bag. Kate's in the chat says Sleepy Boy. It's true. Do I look that sleep? I guess my hair's all wild in, and I got the huge bags under my eyes. It is true. I just rolled out and was like, all right, let's do this. So, granted, I laid there for a while and had to get the energy to roll out of bed. But On the Beach by Chris Rea. I don't know that artist. On the Beach to me is Neil Young. Holidays are tough for me. Oh, I'm sorry, Denise. Oh, no. Oh, Denise, just remember, you are worthy of love and understanding, and of sharing that with the world, and getting the power back that you deserve. And I'm really sorry that you experienced that. Remember, you absolutely did nothing wrong, of course, and I'm glad that you're here with us now, and thank you for sharing that as well. Nothing but love and empowerment to you, Denise. Thank you for sharing. And cheers to you. Peace and love. I totally understand, and thank you for being here with us. Joe says, only O song I know is the Oh Holy Night. Oh, same. Lori, I'm a sugar fiend. Way too much sugar. I love Splenda. At least there's that. You know, what's up, Brandy? Great to see you here. Hear you for 2026. Always remember to be gentle on yourself. Thank you so much. Apply so much pressure on ourselves. Glad you found a channel and bring so much calm. Thank you so much, CF Song. That's really awesome of you to say. I appreciate it. I definitely, you know, that whole my own worst enemy thing, maybe in some ways, but also like great motivator. I know that I have just goals and those types of things, but I tend to be able to be distracted easily, and maybe that's just personality, maybe it's ADHD. Oh, thank you, Sunday. Noah says this is the perfect time to explain why you want to karate kick Jack Johnson. Did I use those words? Oh, Rocker, I'm so glad you found this channel too, my bro. What a great time it's been with you. Thank you so much for saying that. God is good, says Denise. Who is that, Isabella? Not even sure who that is. But why are they acting like me is the real question, Isabella. Put honey in it. Noah, I try and be very delicate with my honey, I tell you. CF says I'm ADHD, so I get that 100%. It's a wild thing. In our Discord, I actually have another meme to share. I share a meme like every day in there. But ADHD memes are our favorite ones of mine. It's like one of like the car spinning off of the highway, and one of it like just crashing and burning. It's like ADHDers like doing something they should be doing something they want to do, but instead there's a car just like exploded in the center of the picture, and it's like what they're actually doing or something. Yes, whatever happened in 2025 happened. Let's make stuff happen in 2026. Great, Junaid. Yep, we're going to go for it. And you feel the dark Jack energy. That's the thing. I, I feel that from him. No, no kidding. Mary, did you know? I kind of know that one. We're going to hit a ton of holiday songs for sure. Done my work, but heading back to save someone and grab some packages. Look at you. Oh, how the tables have turned. That is amazing. Kate went from some people helping in her first days of her job, and now you are helping others, Kate. Look at that. You're moving up. Um, yeah, that's basically right. Reason that I'm not a fan of Jack Johnson is because of what's in his fanny pack. If you all only knew what was in Jack Johnson's fanny pack, you may not be down with him either. But Oh Holy Night, Reba McEntire. So I know a lot of people who sang Oh Holy Night: Reba McEntire, LeAnn Rimes, Dolly Parton, Alan Jackson, Frank Sinatra. Alan Jackson is a hilarious dude. I used to listen to him when I was younger, and I always thought that there was like some battle between him and Garth Brooks. He's got that way down yonder on the Chattahoochee. Never knew how much that muddy watered into me, but I learned how to swim, and I learned who I was, a lot about living and a little about love. Got distracted and went the wrong way, though. ADHD. It's a wild thing. It's so easy to jostle it around. So, yeah, 2025 has been awesome, and but I still have some major things that I want to get to. I know it's like a wild thing, but so I was teaching music for all of the time that I had been battling with addiction and all. Uh, and during the days of lockdown, there became a new manager for our store, and they would, you know, you would get in contact with your manager in a lot of ways of basically online at that point in time because you weren't face to face. So they wind up with your number, they wind up with your email and your socials and stuff like that. And then we wind up back in store. Well, this woman manager uh, developed a infatuation with me, and I had to keep trying to have conversations with her because I'm kind of like soft, and I don't want to hurt someone's feelings, and I don't know how to, uh, I guess, like, I don't know, get people in trouble because I'm not trying to do that. But they kept coming on to me in wild ways, long messages, all these different things. I'm dreaming about you. We own the music store together, all these different stuff. Did you like what I wore to work? All these wild things. And so I finally told her it had to stop, and she got mad at me and she started to retaliate in different ways at the store, like messing with my students, not calling them, all these different things. Uh, and then she did it again and again and again, and I finally had to contact. This was my big misstep. Is I contacted HR, and I worked for the largest music store, music everything that is in America. I don't know. I mean, a lot of people know what it is. Everybody knows it. It's Guitar Blank, and I probably shouldn't have contacted HR. I probably should have went to like upper management about the whole thing, because they just tried to put a damper on the whole thing and to try and sweep it under the rug. So they basically said like, we'll get back to you. I had to work with her for a ton more time. We're talking like 6 more months or something. And then she was like hardcore bad. And so I contacted him again. Nothing. And then it was like a few more months and she did something again. And I contacted them again. So it was 3 times, 3 different separate complaints that I made about her after already having to deal with her for like a full year of this stuff. Total span 2 years with the entire saga. So they actually suspended her. They kicked her out of the store for a whole week, and then they told me, well, she's coming back now. We went ahead and we took disciplinary action and we suspended her. Now they expected me to still work with her again, And I just felt that that was wild, that they would expect me to have to be in the same store with this person after they admitted fault and liability in the way of actually suspending her, you know? So I sent him an email and I said, I will not be coming back. And I just never walked back into the doors. But I live in a smallish town to where I did everything that I possibly could to promote music and art in lives of all different age groups. It took like a long time. I've had long term students. I had a waiting list. It was my everything in the area. And so a ton of people that I uh, worked with and taught and had myself in their lives and back and forth, people that I would have Christmas cards with and, birthdays, all these different things, they just didn't know where I went. Because I just stopped going in. And of course, every time that you talk to HR, they're like, and you have to understand, since this is under review, you can't say a word to anybody about it. You can't talk to other employees about it. Don't talk to, of course, the manager about it. Absolutely can't talk to any of the customers about it. It's all grounds for termination since we're under investigation. So I always had to like keep closed lips about the whole thing. So once I left, all of those things that I've just told you guys is like a really tough thing. It's like it's re-traumatizing to even talk about it. But I have had a nagging need to write all of that up and share it to like our community Facebook page or something. Yeah, total injustice. Thank you, Sunday. That's how I feel. I mean, it's just something that I worked almost 20 years of my entire life in our area for. Because like I'm a big believer in perception and narrative of like, if we're all perceiving something into existence, we all have a certain, like we're believing this reality into existence together. And I have wanted to write that up and share it to our community to let everybody know, just so that people know what occurred there. But all year, I've been putting that off because it makes me, I'm getting hot even talking about it. It makes me so sad and rough feeling about the whole thing. And so that is one of my main things that I need to do in the year of 2025 is write that up and share that out so that I can get it out of my head and psyche from constantly spinning around in there and like re-traumatizing it, and instead live in the truth of what all happened and let students and families know instead of me just disappearing. So that's one of the big things that I feel that needs to be done for 2025 still. And right, yeah, well, that's also because it was the manager that was being the bad person. But hello to Naomi. And thank you, everybody, for saying that. Thank you, Kate. And thank you, King Doobie. Missing Remote, thank you so much for saying that. That is amazing. Mr. Remote, thank you so much for your super. And that's incredible. That's the thing is like, I was just living my life, going about my life, and this person just constant, trying to like legit come on to me and just wild stuff that when I would like put my foot down, then she would try and get at me through money, basically, of not letting my students know when a makeup lesson was, and if they weren't there for the makeup lesson, you don't get paid for it. But she made a rule. She was the only one allowed to use the phones there to do those things. She also took away the printer, which as teachers, you know how important printing out music is. It's all fine to use, but because she got a bonus at the end of the year with any of the money saved in the store on ink or paper, she would get that money. Very weird, terrible, convoluted stuff. So it was all terrible, and I got lawyers involved in the whole thing. But something I even mentioned the other night on stream, um, someone had mentioned they're going to court. Oh, it was about Boston and how that band Boston spent so many years in court. At the height of their success, they then had to go to court uh, for years. And I mentioned then, I was like, I don't know how I could do something like that because it becomes all consuming. And I'm pretty delicate with things. I can't handle that type of stuff. I'm an avoidant by nature when it comes to conflict. So when I went to the lawyers and everything, I realized that it would be such a long process because this company is, again, it's the biggest in the country or maybe even the world. And they have an entire legal department and team. So it would just take so much time and effort. And so I'm just have avoided the whole thing. But it stays in my mind and I need to do something about that ASAP, you know. Thank you so much, CF Song, and thank you guys for listening and for commenting through. Missing Remote, thank you again so much for that. That is beautiful of you. And everyone, if we could get some W's in the chat for Missing Remote, thank you so much for your super. And Sinead, wow, you gave him 20 years. And that's right, 20 years. It was 19 years, so almost 20 years that I worked for the same exact place, and I left the post office for them. Actually, it was that's I think I've mentioned before. I was a mailman for a year, and I wanted to stay closer to music throughout my day, but did the whole online teaching thing during the shutdown and all. And Shauna TV, thank you so much for saying that. Tay, great to see you here, Tay. Yes, it's PTSD, OU812, exactly. Thank you for understanding, and that's real stuff, it's real. PTSD is some real stuff, and it sticks with me. Sometimes I just stare, What's up, Helen? Great to see you, Helen. That's how I felt too, Brandy. They could have transferred her at the very least, and she deserved to be fired. She got fired this past spring. Finally, after I had already left, she got fired. I guess finally for a culmination of stuff. And the wild part is her obsession never wavered. I was on stream with you all a couple months back, and she got it in her head to start calling me and texting me, and it was over 10 texts in a row, and it was 3 phone calls in a row that I was getting while I was on stream. And you can see me on stream being all flabbergasted that she was still trying to get in contact after I went no contact with anybody from the store a year ago. Yeah, Greg, it's extreme stuff, Greg. I'm sorry you also have it. Yeah, right. Oh my gosh, if we ever saw her in here, that I would make. I don't ban anybody from the channel really at all. That's why sometimes you guys will see some wildness come up in chat, and we don't really do anything about it because I'm all about anybody being anything that they want to be. But she would be one that we would probably have to hide on the channel. I don't want to interact with that person. Yeah. Thank you, King Doopy. Thank you for saying that. It makes me literally sweat and just talking about that because it's so much turmoil stuff, Thank you, Sunday. This person cannot continue to rob you of your joy and peace. Thank you, Sunday. I think that's the thing is by putting it into writing, it immortalizes it. It also gets it out of the brain. The knowledge of what happened. And honestly, I want to make a Google review too. And I know now that she's not at the store, the Google review is going to be less about how bad of a manager she was and retaliatory and all of those things. But I mean, the company itself, the company was never about me at all. After 20 years of all of the money I generated them and all of the students that we had. Like, that's a ton of time and a ton of people. And they were only about trying to make sure that whatever happened, they wouldn't get in trouble for it. You know. But yeah, Missy, I didn't even it's funny, like the blocking thing, because I have my own PTSD about blocking. I don't like to block people. It's rough, but I should have, I guess. And thank you, CF Song. Have the rock crew behind you. Thank you, CF Song. Emma Jane, so much love to you, Emma Jane and Isaac. Yes, I'm sorry that anybody going through PTSD. It is no light thing at all. It's a major deal. But glad that we have each other, that we can talk about this. Absolutely, Sunday. Shauna Bob says, "What if she's Noah?" Or Noah said that, yeah. Um, yes, Helen, so true. And while going through it, because I was getting high, that was one of the ways to mask it, or to like just go to deal with it, and not. But now that I'm not, and we're 338 days sober now, um, reality is a little more real. Thank you, CFs. Yes. Get it out there, the truth, and regain your power. That's how I feel. I have to speak the truth. The company is responsible for her actions, HRH, right? And that's why they were so delicate, and why I shouldn't have contacted HR. I should have gotten in touch with more district managers or something and involved them too, or something. I don't know, or did more online about it. And yeah, knowing that the students are aware of what happened, I'll feel better. Totally. I mean, and the avoidant nature, I've had families reaching out to me all throughout this time asking what happened, and then I just don't answer them back because I'm frozen. Oh, thank you, Missy. Group hug for sure. Slowly getting better, Emergene. Yup. Chet says, "Getting the choppa." um, hey, thank you, Evan. You got a friend in me too. Yep, the panic. Uh, Really, I mean, you get to a point um, with a lot of reasons maybe want to get sober finally. I mean, I'm a person, I think, that works in extremes sometimes. And once I knew that I hit 20 entire years without a day break of getting high, I think I realized, all right, well, that's something. Hello, to me in the inner side, I was like, yo, listen up, Ricky. That's 20 years, bro. What the heck? And then I was able to latch on to that, being like, okay, maybe that's a problem, you know? And so that is one of the big things. And then also taking a look at your life and taking in everything that's going on and knowing where the changes need to be. And also, after that long, I mean, you really feel the effects on your brain big time. Memory was just being shot. And yeah, Missy should have gotten to the corporate office or directly to the owner. That's how now that I look back, I'm like, of course HR departments only really exist to protect the company. Why was I contacting HR, Definitely struggle with diagnosed PTSD. Yeah. I'm sorry, Sunday. A group hug for sure. It's heavy stuff, and thank you for telling us that. Yep. Sean about 2 says, being sober is a leg up for me to truly understand my feelings and address the things that are important in my life. That's how I feel too. So that's the important part, is this year, I've taken on some different things that I'm very happy about. But I have to remind myself, and maybe even others and all, that I'm like a baby when it comes to power or strength. Really, it's very light, and it's very delicate, because this is all new. I'm not even an actual year into something. uh, I know that like a lot of like different 12-step programs and things like that will tell you try and go easy for a year or more on different things in your life while you do the healing and try and learn how to live. And I mean, it's literally been since I was 17, so my entire adult life I've been coping with you know, not dealing with things. So I've been trying to get better with that world, but I have to take on light amounts, lightly building at a time. Um, Thank you so much, Naomi. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, yeah. You know, and that's the thing. It's like hearing this from you all makes me feel so validated, and so thank you guys so much for just listening and just understanding of how heavy it all is, because I'm a loner type of thing. I live out in the country, and it's a big explain, you know? And so when I have all of these different parents and students that have all hit me up when I left, and all of them are like, what happened? And then I don't answer them back because it's like, it keeps me frozen in place. Uh, that then in itself becomes a negative interaction that I then overthink as well. So I just have to write all that down. So that this has all been me saying things to do before 2026. You know, um, that's it. OU812. Yeah, yeah. That's where I think this gray came from. I was not that gray. You know. And thank you everybody for listening. And RL, thank you. Sometimes I feel the pull. Living life on life's terms is what I got from 12-step program, says Helen. Also, Chris Fee, what's up, my bro? Great to see you. Thank you, Lori, for making it out. Yep, struggle with disassociation because of the pain. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you end up. I get options paralysis very easily because I have so many things that I want to do, um, and that's even in this healing process. It is in that area because it's like, oh, I want to write this letter to my community and like the Facebook community, but also I want to make a Google review that so that, you know, people know that that's store, you know, those types of things. And then I wonder, like, well, do I need to do that, or can it come back and haunt me in a way that the company's like, oh, you slandered us or something like that? So it becomes hard to figure out what to do sometimes. But I think just speaking in your truth, standing in your truth, is a huge part of it. Um, Definitely are, Shauna TV. Accountability partners, very much, you know. Peace and love and cheers, everybody. Got some coffee still we're rolling with. And thank you for listening, everybody. That got heavy quick. Didn't mean to pop it on you guys, but that is something that every day I have an extreme cloud of a pressure system that I'm like, I need to take time and write this out before time all passes. Really, because one of the opening lines I always think of in writing this up is like, or the title of why I wrote this up is like, I left guitar blank last year because of this, you know. And I kind of don't want to say 2 years ago, so I want to do it before it turns into another year by, you know. Um, Absolutely, Missy says prayers in our community for all the sick and suffering is true. You guys are awesome out there. I know all of us have had trials and some hardcore tribulations in our lives, and we persevere, and we have each other. 100% do. It's awesome. It's wild. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, King Doopy. Truth is not slander, says HRH. But then in court they'll make you try and prove truth, which is just a wild thing. Something Sunday's tried is taking 5-10 things I want, write them down, and put them in a hat and draw. Oh, and then I just have the one focus and That's interesting. Yeah, I stopped journaling as much. I got to start journaling more because having things written down really does help to see it in front of you. Greg says, I wish I got the notification earlier. Sorry, Greg. YouTube's weird sometimes. I don't know. Maybe a lot of times I have the Me6 bot in Discord and it sends things out, but it's also late a lot of the times. I'm not sure how to get something right on. Oh, thanks, El Rocker. Now we're rolling. Denise did the journaling too. Thanks, Shauna TV. Yep, you slowly still have to deal with things, Emma Jane, right. Well, I'm glad that we can be of any help, Emma Jane. You help us all. You have an amazing energy about yourself. I know we're all very grateful. And Chris V saying, all have helped me so much this year, and sometimes just people to talk to and take your mind off things can make all the difference. It's true. Just being here, I look forward to it all day. Just being able to even just jump on here now in our new Ask Me Anything Coffee Talk series, And but we're still having tonight. We're still doing our music this evening. We're still doing letter L. But I wanted to do some extra stuff that we're going to start doing. One of them being Coffee Talk and Ask Me Anything type series, In our hearts, we know it's true, Denise, for sure. But that's on that line, and, just the interest in quantum mechanics and reality and perception, all of those things mixed with, of course, us actually living in it. That's what makes it, I think, really important, at least in my heart, to need to share it and to put it out there, because I think we all believe a certain existence into a reality, and that's important to me to put out the truth and have that be a lived experience for all in our area here. Worked really hard and in a slightly like a developing smaller farming-ish community and stuff. Everybody knows each other, and it's something that having music and arts in the area, something that I tried to fan the flames of for that whole time. And now it's something that actually exists and it's getting bigger, and I want to be able to still be a part of all that. H-Ray says, when I've been in a heavy situation, I just think, I know the truth and God knows the truth, and sometimes that's what matters. And we are here for you. Thank you, HRH. I mean, at the core, that is really what matters. In the heart, it is. Hey, I'm telling you guys, I love seeing those emojis sometimes on the TV. Thank you so much. Just throws in some socks and sandals and the guitars. I'm going to design one more I'm hoping to get done for tonight's stream. I'm trying to get the all right one in there. Sean says that strong rock balance is of a high interest and intention for me. Yes, balance is huge. Balance is one of the coolest concepts out there. I think that my favorite creator, David Lynch, he embraces balance in all of his works, and it's an interesting thing. Like, a lot of people will have a character that represents, I don't know, anger, or a character that represents fear, or that they're doing this or that, and it represents this. And I think he's really cool because he does that with a lot of different stuff, but I think he's done that with balance too, which is like kind of an overlooked aspect of things. Often have to approach rest, diet, and breaks to meet my needs as an intentional adventure because I get locked into projects. Yes, intentionality is awesome. Um, Rock, you were so open to get on a stream a year ago. What was that like for you to make that move to be seen in a vulnerable way? Um, it was probably needed, I think, because um, coming on here originally in general, uh, it's like accountability. If I'm here, I'm not doing drugs, you know? And if I'm here, like I'm right here, like I'm all eyes. I'm not sitting here smoking, so that is a great thing. And then it's also that, like, I need to also sometimes see what I look like uh, in different times. So, like, I got really into drinking at one point, and I had a whole pile of whiskey bottles. And when I gave it up, I took a picture of myself next to that pile of whiskey bottles so that my future self can see, like, this is what you looked like at that time. And so I wanted to be able to get on live and have documentation. That's why, if you guys go back in my lives, on the very first 3 of the live streams that I did, I was still smoking. I might have been smoking on live, um, and getting high. I wanted to be able to have that. Oh, and not even shared before. I have full wild videos on my phone of that time. Also, just so that I can always look back and know how deep my addiction was. So it was that, and it's also to document where I got to as a music and creative, from why I even went down this path 20 years ago to begin with. And yes, I'm a huge Pink Floyd fan. Absolutely, they were my favorite band. Hey, as long as you're well rested, Chris V. Oh, I gotta switch it over to live chat. Is Heel Hook in here? Now I see Heel Hook. Oh my gosh, I had to switch it over to live chat again, Heel Hook. Found the community at my lowest point in a very long time, and y'all played a huge role in me overcoming it. All the positivity and love has refreshed my love for humanity. That is beautiful, Heel Hook Hoopla. Love having you here so much. Genuine impact on my life. Thank you so much. Thank you guys, and thank you, Rock. Thank you, Heel Hook. Thank you for sharing that. Like, that is just incredible to hear and to know that just being here, spanning time together, open hearts, open minds, is really the human connection and what we're all looking for, the understanding, And you're an amazing person, Heel Hook. Thank you for spending time with us. I always am happy to see you here, which is why I'm sad that I have to click on live chat just to see you. YouTube's still doing me dirty, says Heel Hook. Sleepy, great to see you here, Sleepy. Music, yep. Teaching music, Greg. Guitar, bass, piano, ukulele, mandolin, banjo, singing, theory, songwriting, just music in general. Beck, great to see you here. Beck, hello. Yeah, HRH. Thanks, Sean. About what's up, Sir Reginald out there? Gemini, Janaid in June. How you get this hairstyle undecided? You just gotta shave your head. You shave your head and it grows back like this. I've never cut my hair since I shaved my head. If you guys see my profile picture on YouTube, I've always had really long hair, and I shaved it all off. Probably around this time I was doing all of this stuff, going through all of this. You know how you like do something extreme. and like a past relationship ended type of thing, and you shave your head. That's what you do. And yes, banjo game curator. Yep, I play banjo. It's missing all of its strings right now. I took them all off to do like a full setup on it, and just never continued because it's got like a floating bridge, and I didn't mark where I needed it. So, but yes, I'll get back on the banjo gang soon enough. How do you be the best version of yourself? Says Dog and Squirrel. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I would say as much as you can. I like the writing down thing. Think about what you saw yourself as a child, and where you wanted to be, and what would bring you inner peace. See what those are, and then try and take steps towards those goals. And you do them every day for sure, because after so much time, you'll be closer to those goals, and you'll be more about the way that your inner self sees you, and more in line and more resonating with your truth, Thank you, Shauna TV. What's up, Electro Restorations? So yeah, Shauna Bob. After I left, I was teaching here a few students a week and all, but even that, I just stopped hitting them back. It just got hard to have them here, and just different feelings. They still want to. I still have a good amount of people that want to take lessons in my day-to-day life, and I might start doing that again. But I love doing this. I would love if this could be everything. This and getting the music out there, something that allows total art and creation mode. It's really what I hope for and strive for. But I love to teach. I love teaching myself out of a job. I love bringing somebody from having no experience, but having that thought that they need to express themselves, and finding a way to speak through their instruments and speak their heart, and have something that they create be tangible in some way. And then they are just so happy with it, and can then do it on their own. It's just awesome. And then we can jam. It's really fun. Miss Missy says, Richard, YouTube says I watched you the most. That is amazing. Number one, Miss Missy, 421 hours is just so incredible. Don't know. That's incredible. Seeking healing and the power of your music. Oh my gosh, Missy, thank you so much for the support and for watching. Everyone, did you hear that? Miss Missy is the number one viewer here on the channel. That is awesome. Missy, thank you so much. Thank you for finding us and for spending time with us. That means a lot. That is so cool. It's incredible, Missy. Thank you. That's awesome. 421 hours is a beautiful thing. It's almost the 420 hours, which would have been also funny, because it's what I gave up to start this channel. Missy, thank you so much. And thank you for saying the healing music. That is really cool. I love that. And I hope that this is a fun time too, having some coffee time with y'all, And thanks, Sean and Bob. Yep. I was in your top 5 this year, Sunday. Yeah. Yeah, Shauna TV. Yes. Shauna TV says, I would like to be your first student. Let's go, Shauna TV. That'd be awesome. Gearhead, great to see you. Hey, thank you so much. That's right. We got to 200 likes last night, so we had a 200 like song, which was kind of a play on Nutshell. So it was improv, but it wasn't a full chord progression improvisation. But it hit, especially because it was right at the end there, So Hollow Bar, it's great to see, says, hey Rock, for recording and releasing your first album, do you anticipate studio rental or home studio and releases from DistroKid? Well, and thank you, Dogs and Squirrels. Thank you so much for saying that. this whole thing right here all around me, I've got monitors and mics and mixers. I've got the home studio that I just don't use. It's uh I think some of that was like, yes, W's for Missy, Naomi. Some of that is avoidance. Some of that is like I'm very into and focused on music and music creation, lyric and singing creation. But then as a creator at home, you have to do so much these days as well. But like, you have to be an engineer and you have to be able to market it, all these different things. So uh, I luckily have people out there that have been wanting my music for a while, that I'm hoping that if I get some decent recordings and I get it to them, maybe we can work something out. I already have full band recordings of a lot of songs. I'm going to be making more recordings of like solo songs that I don't have like full recordings of yet. I think what I'll do is I'll release the full band recordings this year and have that available on Spotify since they're done. And then I will do ones where I'm playing all the instruments maybe a little bit later down the road, and hopefully with more backing, you know. Thank you so much, Denise. Thank you for the jewels there. Tell us your Christmas top playlist, Rich. Mine starts with Dean Martin. Mine is the Frank Sinatra Christmas album, absolutely. Oh, yep, 200 like song at the end there, Missy. I thanked you in it. Yes, Heel Hook. We need a banner saying switch the chat filter to to live chat so you can either talk and not ignore Heel Hook. That's right, everyone. If you can switch your chat filter, for some reason, YouTube has switched out uh, like the top chat and the live chat, and so top chat is the main chat that we're seeing, and for some reason, Heel Hook Hoopla is not showing up in top chat, only in live chat, and we love our Heel Hook. So if you want to check out what Heel Hook's saying, switch it over to live chat. Yes, I love David Bowie, Dogs and Squirrels. I have a this little dude right here, this dog on the screen, we have named David Bow Wowie right there. Emma Jane says, have to go. Been lovely talking. Wish I could stay. Take care all. Must do this again. Absolutely, Emma Jane. We're definitely going to be doing some coffee talks. Some more for sure. Cheers, everybody. Oh, Chris V, thank you so much. Says the recordings are amazing. Really can't wait to release all this stuff. It's going to be great. Thank you, Chris V. Chris V got a preview. I played a good amount of songs of the recordings through for Chris V one day in the Discord, just on a whim. So Chris V got a rare insight into the recorded songs, everyone. So thank you for saying that, Chris V. Sean TV, thank you for saying that too. Oh, you got it, Heel Hook. What times do you do this on? I want to join as much as I can. Thanks, dog and squirrels. So this is our earliest we've been for a little while, because we're going to start up a little coffee time and chill time in the days, you know. So, if you can, subscribe, turn on notifications. It'll always be in the afternoon type of area that we will first be doing coffee talk. From there, I'm always live playing music in the evenings. I do originals, I do call outs from the crowd as well, and we vibe and we talk as well, you know. And that's always around 9 and 10. If you guys notice, I've been able to get it at 9:30 lately. I've been hitting it at around 9:30. I'm proud of myself because I was only hitting it. I was trying to get on by 10 and only hitting it at 11 for a while, and now we're getting it at 9:30. We're still pushing a while. So last night we went maybe 5.5 hours was our late night stream last night. So it still went for a good amount of time too. Oh, thank you, Gearhead. I appreciate that. Suede, I don't think so, Beck. I don't know. Got my mocha mint latte from Wawa. Yeah, Wawa. We have many Wawas around here, that's for sure. What's up, Tim Lucas? Oh, cool. Just driving and listening. Okay, I got you, Emma Jane. Oh, Eastern time zone, East Coast, USA. Where you at, dog? New York Times, says Mr. Remote. Mr. Remote, that was so cool of you. This past year in 25, what's been your favorite experience you cherish? This, I would like as a whole. I am so excited and so happy to be doing this. This is it is seriously like my favorite thing. I love streaming. I love being here with you all. I love that I can play music with you all and am introduced to new music, new people. There are people all around the world that I get to talk to. So streaming is my absolute favorite thing that I cherish from this year. I would say it's just like an incredible thing. The people that I've met this year, it's been awesome. Being able to see emojis that I've created or the membership badges, knowing that there's a thing, there's like a something that is happening in a tangible way that I can see here is mind-blowing. It's just a cool thing to know that none of this existed this time last year, and so I'm just like I just really love that. Thank you, Sean and Bob. I'm glad I am too. I'm glad we met, and glad that met all of you out there. It's just awesome. Yep, Chris V been exhausted from work. Tim Lucas up at 8:30 a.m. today. I got up at 1, I think it was, but I didn't go to bed until 7 a.m. Yes, Miss Missy with the stickers in there. Yeah, I'm going to try and get an all right. I'm going to try and get an all right emoji done for this evening too. Yes, Generation X. That is exactly what it is. If you want to put it in that way of a side put down there, Generation X. Thank you so much for that. Hey, thank you, Beck. I appreciate you, Beck. Super music lover. Beck 200. Yes, the pickle keychain, Gary, that Kate made. Yes, I would love to do that. Kate's got so many pickles. So many pickles now. Oh, wow. Thank you, Denise. I missed a Bible study today, but so happy I did and needed this time. Denise, you're awesome. Thank you for spending time with us. It's awesome. Hello to Fork Face. Hey, it's all right. Hey, bald is good. That nice. Now, do you do the full shaved bald Fork Face? That's a good look sometimes. Hey, thanks, shot crack. I'm 150 though. You forgot one of the ones on there, shot crack. Shot crack says you look good for 50, bro. I'm 150. Deidre, what's up, Deidre? Are they available yet? Been want one forever. I'll have to ask Kate. I think that they could be. I see Kate's been so busy with working the USPS. Brandy says, "OMG, the socks with the sandal. That's hilarious." I worked so hard on that emoji, Brandy. I worked for hours on that emoji, but I'm really happy with how it came out. So thank you for that. I really am. Oh, thanks, dog and squirrels. Hey, we know reality, and I would say that we've been, what I've seen, a lot of us here in this community, if not all of us, have experienced some pretty hardships out there. We have, it's like blowing the balloon up, uh, the balloon of experience. And when you go through some of the things that myself and many of us here have gone through, uh, it's not. There's like a term called toxic positivity. I would say that I'm really thankful that I don't believe that that's what we have here. I think that we have a reality and a knowledge that we've been through it, and this right here, this is the this is like that meme that goes around. You see of like I forgot this is what it's all about. You know, because this is what it's all about. This is the understanding that we've all been there, and this is not the down. This is the good, chill, up area where we can just be ourselves, you know. And we talk in all colors, in all ways, good, bad, and ugly. But I will ask Kate. I will ask Kate if they are available, Miss Missy. Absolutely. So glad that you're here, Deidre. Chris V says, I fell asleep during the stream, then woke up at 3 a.m. to go to work and just got home at 3:30. Putting in the work, bro. And thank you, Gary O. Purple Gary. Thanks, Anti. Oh yeah, no, Shauna TV. That's just the guy was trying to I guess put me down or something. I don't know. I'm not 50. No, this right here. All of the gray came in because of that stuff at Guitar Blank that we just talked about earlier. But no, no. So I did all of this kind of on the low, Shauna Bop. Oh yeah, Miss, you're so kind. Yeah, she's even today she's working. Thanks, Shauna Bob. I appreciate you guys being there. I see all of you, and I love that. Oh yeah, no, Evan thought 52. No, I'm not 50. Anybody? No, that person. It's weird. They'll come in here and try and I don't know. I think of age as a badge of honor because that means that everybody got to that level, and I think it's awesome. I think that there's a lot of like ageism in our culture, which is really terrible. Like that person came in here and said, "You look good for 50," weirdly saying it as a put down, which is a very very weird, sad thing that would be in that person's mind, something that they could say bad about a person when really that's a huge compliment, I believe, because the things that person has done to be able to still be alive and to be still rolling at 50 is fantastic, you know. Hey, that's awesome, Janaid. Thank you so much. I love connecting with you. Only stream I watch. That's amazing, Janaid. Right? Tomorrow's not promised to anyone, HRH. That's the thing. That's an amazing. Yep. When I'm 64, L Rocker. And thank you, Fork Face. Hey, it's Neil Braverman in the chat. What's up, Neil? And thank you, Yeef says no guitar, no problem. Vibes are still peak. Thank you, Yeef. Absolutely, all good. We're having a little coffee talk, Neil. We're doing some new things on the channel as we keep rolling. Hey, Jay Norton, what's up, Jay? Oh, thanks, Shauna TV. Yup. Going to be here tomorrow, Mr. Remote. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for saying that. I'm excited. So we're going to still keep everything on the channel as we're rolling. We are just doing more. You know, just going to keep on keeping on here. Deidre says, "What's good, Neil Braverman?" Oh, we love you so much, Neil. That is awesome. Neil says, "At 74, I feel somewhat senior in this community of rock, but young at heart." Yes, Neil. Even with my open heart surgery and pacemaker and stroke, Neil, you are young at heart, and you are awesome. Amazing person. Thank you for sharing with us and sharing your stories and experiences. We love you, Neil Braverman, and your puppy Apache. Oh my gosh, El Rocker, that's so funny. Gibby's back there like, can you just change my strings? Yeah, for some reason that's the way it is shown on TV, and I don't agree with that stuff. I don't like ageism at all. I think ageism is any ism is a terrible thing, not about isms, not about put downs. You know, it's a. I always use the term weird, but really it's like a sad thing and an unempathetic thing for those things to be done. You know. What's up? Let's see. Am 31A stars. Is that like a 3I Atlas reference there? Or Amy A stars? YouTube messed with our stuff, you know, with our names. All right, peace and cheers, everybody. That coffee feeling tasty and good. Yeah, I can't even just change the strings of Gibby those because I gotta get the string pins still. Oh, I see. Amelia. Awesome. Good to see you, Amelia. Now I see it. Okay. Of course I remember. Absolutely. Great to see you. Yo, what's up, Cades? I think it's Amelia. Wow, that would have if that was on a license plate, I would have had a big fail on that. Even though I'm decent at license plate, those license plates that have all the trying to spell something out in weird ones, I usually can figure them out pretty well. I remember like growing up and driving with my mom, and she is so funny. She I would figure them out, and mom not always. That was always our joke, you know. Do I get a Christmas tree? I have a Charlie Brown Christmas tree, like an actual Peanuts release of the Charlie Brown's Christmas tree. So it's just one twig that bends over, and it even has a base on it that has the do 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 ba do ba do 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 ba do ba do do that plays, and I have the one red ornament that I put on it. But over the years, I also like weigh it down with other ornaments. But yes, I put and it like can stay on a stand. Basically, it's pretty small. So that's what I do for a Christmas tree. What's up, Key Wit? Amelia been busy with school. Hey, all good, Amelia. Great to see you here. Cade says, "What time streaming tonight?" Should be 9:30, 10 the latest. But we're doing the letter O tonight. My brothers used to ride in the rumble seat of the station wagon and read out the license plates. It's a good buy, Sean, about having the Charlie Brown Christmas tree. Jay says, "What do you use for your audio interface? Use a mixer in the studio or go direct?" I have an Apollo Twin quad core, so that's the main thing that I use with both of these microphones here. I have a microphone at the sound hole of my guitar and then one for my vocals. But then I also have Pro Tools, so I have that set up with an Avid mixer through Ethernet to be able to control the like in-house audio, like the UA audio part that then is the mixer for Pro Tools on the screen, you know. Oh, she's definitely young at heart, Shauna TV. Absolutely. She does. My mom does way more out than I do. She is like, my mom is like known in the music community around here because she is a big supporter of live music. It's pretty awesome. Oh my gosh, let's do it, Chris V. We know we would love to see that. How many guitars do I have? If we are we including bases? I would imagine, right? Like, what are we including? Like this 12 string. I guess 12 string would count. What's up, Corey? Um, oh, a Gordon Ramsay emoji would be gas. Yes, 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 yes. Hold on here. If we're gonna have emoji thoughts, I gotta write these down because you guys have thought of some great ones. What was the one last night? Was it the Gordon Ramsay thought? All right, let's see. Gordon Ramsay emoji. We have the all right emoji. What were the other emojis? Are there? Was that the one? I feel like that might have been the one we said last night, including the 12 string that I kidnapped. El Rocker. Shh. I don't even bring it up to my friend when we talk. I'm always like hoping that he just like is long term forgetting about his 12 string that's here. Yep, Apollo Twin quad core mixed with Pro Tools software and my Avid mixer as well. Shauna TV. Yep. Let's see. What's up, Pat Evans? Great to see you here. Thank you so much. Oh, a grumpy pickle emoji. Let's see, a pickle emoji is a definite because one of our moderators here, Jesus Drummer, hates pickles, so we have to do that. Grumpy pickle. And then, yeah, so if we're talking all guitars and all basses, it's somewhere between 20 and 30, I would say. Seems about right. We've seen a lot of the electrics on stream. I took them, so right now I'm trying to put all of my electrics up against the ceiling. There's like this monster rack system. So they are all out of their usual spot right now. So a lot of my electrics are like literally stacked right here behind me. That's like a big old stack of them. Boom. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 right there. But 2 of them are basses. That's a Fender P bass, and that's my my Carvin in that one right there. And then these are all electrics. But then in that room right here is my acoustic room, and that's all where all the acoustic guitars are. But each one does a certain thing, you know. Each one, so that I tend to think like I don't have an overabundance. I have each one is the right tool for the job type of thing. Let's see. What's up to the core? And hey there, Chicken Tender Forever. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, walk-in instrument closet full to the brim. Oh, thank you so much, Chris Feed. I love my Carvin bass so much. Oh my gosh. So much. Yep, 20 to 30. Yes, Down in a Hole. That's one that's on the list there. Let's see. Yeah, because, you know, you got to have your Strat sound, your Les Paul sound. You got to have the semi-hollow. And then, you know, you got to have a Telecaster. It just kind of like gets out there. And bass, like I needed a 4-string, but then I also have the 5-string, and then I have a 3/4 bass. So you have, and then I have a fretless bass. So like there you have 4 basses. And like things just happen, but it's all over time. I mean, I've been collecting guitars and basses, you know, since I was 11, probably even before that. Really, my first guitar I got when I was 5 years old that my parents stepped on and broke. So I don't have that anymore. That was one of my first memories of smashing a guitar. I remember I smashed it afterwards for fun. Yep, I've got that's right, the SG. Got to have the SG. Absolutely, Lori. And then, let's see. Neil was asking us about getting the emojis. Can anyone help Neil find his emojis? Neil, are you on a computer right now? Oh, you're in Canada, chicken tender. Yeah, that's awesome. Love Canada. What up, Scott Hembry? A harps guitar. I do not have a harps guitar. I don't know if I know what a harps guitar is. And then same thing happens with acoustics, acoustic like Gibby, who's got no cutaway, and then the Fender that does have a cutaway. And then this acoustic was a present from my best friend that I officiated their wedding for, so it was like a wedding gift type of thing. And then got a classical with no cutaway, classical with a cutaway, classical that's a beater, an acoustic guitar that's a beater, because you want to be able to bang them around without having to worry about them too much. Thanks, Dabble. On your phone. Okay, so is there anywhere different to access the emojis? Does anybody know? Neil would like to access the members only emojis. I'll love this time together too, Denise. Hope to see you tonight. Absolutely. All the daughters play ukulele. Awesome. Yes, me too. We just did train the other night. But yeah, ukulele is cool. I don't have a Martin 12 string. I have a Guild 12 string. Shauna Bob says, what's it like collaborating, working with others? What's the challenging parts you experience, and what are some tips you can give? Interesting. That's an interesting thing for sure. Hey, there you go. Neil used the sock and sandal. Yes. Neil found it. Well, I think mutual understanding of each person's capabilities is huge. That's a huge one. Yeah, respect and liking what the other person can do is big. If you don't like what the other person can do, maybe you can like them as a friend, but not as a collaborator. But at the same time, if you have good communication skills and openness, that's huge. So I have different strengths and different weaknesses like anybody, and I would say that I have an ability to sometimes hear a song in its completion in my mind. And so I can often have ideas of what, say, like the drummer could be doing that I would love to hear, that maybe the drummer is not doing when we're jamming. And so I will often stop, usually right where it's at, because it's just how I am as a person, because I can't have my ideas will completely disintegrate if I don't speak up a lot of times, like right around where it happened. I'm like, oh, right here, what I was wondering, is there any way that I can just hear what it sounds like if we did it this way, and then we can see together, like, if that's even right or not. I don't know, I just got inspired for a second. Can we just try this out? And half the time it's good, half the time it's bad, and then we both say whether we like it or not, And I'm 100% open and often ask after songs, is there anything I can be doing differently? Anything that you would like to hear me do on there as well? So openness to change and being able to talk kindly about it all, and knowing that if someone says, hey, can you do this? It's not like, hey, you're terrible, do this instead or something, Instead it's like, it is all for the song to be as strong as it can be, as catchy and fun, and as true to the ideas, All right, I see some emojis. Yes, is that Steve Harvey? Yeah, Brandy, I designed a Steve Harvey emoji. There's something about Steve Harvey that I just think is so funny. His facial expressions, his dapper get up, it's just a hilarious thing. Awesome game curator helping out. I'm glad that you guys like the emojis. Oh wow, thank you for translating that to the core. I appreciate that. That was what Mariah was saying. That was really cool, from Brazil. Definitely have to have one to put in your collection. All right, let me see what it looks like. A harp's guitar. Why do I not even know what that is? What is a harp's guitar? Oh, one of those? That would be wild. Look, we're looking at this, everybody. I don't know if you can see that on here. This is what you're suggesting to get is a harp's guitar, oh, something like that. That's pretty cool. That would take some learning curve, I feel like. It's the 5 string in the main part of the guitar, and then a 6 string and what looks to be like bass strings is kind of open like that. Richard turns to drummer due to different beat, please. It's funny because Jesus drummer was playing drums with us, and it's one of those types of things that uh, Jesus drummer is super talented and of a different style of music. So it is like one of those things like, hey, that was cool. It was awesome. Could we just hear what this one sounds like? And then we put it all together and we think of how it sounds. You think the volume could come up, game curator? I'm not speaking right into the mic because what's funny is usually the volume is too loud because I'm always singing loud. Hey, thanks, Bad Larry. L Rocker can't get a L Rocker. You got a VPN on. You can't get a membership. It's behind the chat, but you can see it. Easier than you think, says Trey Brown. Well, thank you for the heads up, Trey Brown. I mean, it's pretty cool looking. I wouldn't even know where to. I would hope that a friend would have one that I could try at some point in time. But yeah, collaboration in music, just know that it is all out of love and connection and that whatever song is happening, there's a difference between, this is important, there's a difference between songwriting and jamming. They are not the same. And going into a time when you're working with a person, whether you are working in the arrangement of a song, know that you both are there to do that, or we are here jamming a song, because oftentimes the jam is just chill and fun and you can do one chord progression for 20 minutes and that's fun because you guys are jamming out. But if it's an arranging session, then it's getting good at the structure of the song, knowing how the structure is going to roll, and then having that be second nature so that you can then have that as a tight piece. Oh, thanks, Trey Brown. Yeah, I'll watch it. I'll watch them play it. Absolutely. Thanks for the heads up on it. Yeah, I've got like a. Yeah, if we do, if we hanging out, do coffee talks and stuff, we'll have different things that we can look through. I'll bring up on the screen here. Different, news stories and things of the sort. Bam. Coffee. Volume solid, says Jay. Good. Yeah, there should be a join button. Yeah, thank you, Chris V. Says, El Rocker, I don't know why. I might have to go to Richard's channel or to a stream replay, and there should be a button that says join. Game Curator says, even in the music lives, I seem to have to turn my volume up more than I have to with other channels live. Maybe it has to do with like my mics or something, Game Curator. Sorry about that. Again, like I can hold down some things to a certain level, but I shouldn't be a full engineer, It's like, let me songwrite, arrange, and play. But with engineering and stuff like that, maybe not the best, and I know that that's a limitation. but that's okay. I know that I have limitations as a person, and that's cool. Um, I know that I'm not doing something right. I couldn't tell you what it is. I've got all of the levels on my screen here. I could speak directly into this, and maybe it's a lot louder, and then maybe I'll do that when I'm just doing coffee talk, because I can see that I'm mostly in the right levels here when I'm here. Uh, but I still have it set up next to me, because I know that when I'm singing, I get really loud. You know. Yes, the Omnicord. I used to have an Omnicord. I used to listen to, but not sure if you may be interested. I used to, or maybe it wasn't an Omnicord. It was something that was exactly like the Omnicord, and they're cool for ideas and stuff for me personally, but I don't know if I could fully spend time within the Omni. You know. Oh, thank you, HRH. That's the thing. Is like when I bring in the mic, it's like I'm hiding behind it then, and you only see part of my face. Paperwork is Shauna Bob's weakness. Me too, though. Me too. I can relate to that. Not too much, Jay. I mean, like anything that's digital is going to break things into like the zeros and ones, and there's going to be some weirdness with human connectivity and beat. But I don't know. I've got the RC20XL, I think it is, and I like that looper. I usually am all right with it, but I see creators with the larger loopers that have like a bunch of the different circles on it, like Mark Rebele. I might get one of those loopers someday. Janae says I can hear just fine. Maybe it's their phone. In my safe, ET, I have a huge safe, and it is in there. I look much younger with that mic in your face. Let's get dilled, says Helen. Let's get kosher. Let's get sour. That's amazing. Pickle talk. Get grumpy. I love it. Yeah, that's the thing. I can do a little teeny bit a day at a time. It's just the brain gets overloaded with some stuff, but we have the things there if we need, you know. Round. Yo, wow. Is that how much? I thought they were kind of expensive. Around 5,300 for a solid harp guitar. Yeah, maybe we're not going to be rolling on a harp guitar anytime soon, anybody. Oh, it hides the gray? Well, you know what else hides the gray? Is shaving this thing off, which I'm probably going to be shaving this beard off tonight. It's happening really soon. I can feel it. It is a thick boy. It's like it feels like felt. It's so thick. So it's about ready. I might do it right after this. We may have no beard on the stream later. Oh my gosh, he shaved his beard off stream, because it's going. Going to need an emoji of Kate smirking gherkins. Yep, we're definitely going to have a grumpy gherkin. Any other suggestions for emojis? Because I'll try and get an emoji or two done for tonight's stream for memberships, because we do have a couple more slots that we're able to do. Babyface stream. That's right, heel hook. I tell that beard who's boss, Shauna Bob. That's right. The RC600, I don't know how to use it yet. The RC500 is the one with the circles. Oh, thank you, Shauna TV. I always wondered. So it's still an RC? Oh, that's interesting. I didn't even know what they were. The BK Afghan. That was hard to design. I really couldn't make that happen the other night when I was trying. I will try a little harder on that, though. The BK Afghan. All right, so we have, when I say, all right, after songs, we've got Gordon Ramsay emoji is one. A bedpan emoji. Oh my gosh, that's right. That might be actually easy to design too, Naomi. All right, so Grumpy Pickle. All right, we've got the Afghan. Um, is there any other? Thanks, Bear Haas. What are the other songs? Let's see. Mighty Storm and Black Hole. We already have enough black holes. I feel like there's like a good amount of like emojis built in. Um, got the. How would you represent waiting? Definitely a bedpan. How would you do like a bouncing light? You know. Oh, window pane. How did I forget about window pane? Do we have like a window? What is the window? Is there a window emoji? I feel like there is. Is there not? Oh, there already is a pretty good window emoji. Unless like I like made the window and like one of the window squares had like a sad face or was like crying or something like that. Yep, got the ring ring. Yeah, Neil, that's where that I made that. Yeah, there you go. There's those windows. Yeah, I feel like that's pretty good for the window pane, right? Or if we added big eyeballs to that window crying or something. Oh, like a flying rug, like the Afghan. That's kind of cool. Sean Bob, I like that. How do you guys feel about that phone one that I made for Hope to hear, the ring ring? Does it look like it's ringing? Should I make those? Maybe I should make those darker. Those like expressive signs off of it, you know? Emojis are tough, says Jay. They are, but they're cool. I love to see them. That's the thing, and they're a really cool thing to just add in where there's not those things like there's not an acoustic guitar emoji. So it's so great that Gibby is there now as an emoji. I feel like Chris V, you're down with it. It's great. Thank you so much, Chris V. Naomi, how do you feel about that? Nope, I'm in Maryland, USA. Pat Evans. Once the Helix Stadium. I saw all the stadiums this came out, Shauna TV. It has a looper within. My buddy, who actually got me that guitar here, he is one of the best bassists I've ever heard in my life. He's unbelievable, and he swears by Helix stuff. He's all about the Helix. You like the phone? Phone's dope. Thank you, guys. I feel like maybe I can't tell that it's ringing. Maybe I want those like lines a little darker in the back, I think. You want the sock and sandal emoji again, Brandy? They could maybe be darker and bolder. Okay, that's the thing. The space allowed for emojis is so small. That's why I don't know if you guys saw. I'm trying out. There's two on the porch at midnight emojis right now, which I'm going to whittle down to only one. But it might not even be one of those because they are busy. I don't know if I can even tell what they are on the screen. I like them as a picture, but I don't think that they were able to be translated down into an emoji as well. Was the only thing, you know. Thank you, Brady. Yeah, let's look into chat on there. Chris V just shared both on the porch emojis. What do you guys think about those two emojis? Oh, a juice mug. Well, I've got the hot juice. I have a hot juice emoji. Yeah, heel hook. Yeah. See, that's the actual porch with the two chairs on it and like the windows on the side. And then I've got the house. Prefer that one, but it's a tough image. Shake the hand piece and lift it up on one side will give it motion. for the phone one. What's up, Bingo Healer? Thank you, Brandy. You love the porch emoji where we're inside the porch. Maybe I should the hard part I feel like with those emojis is that it's also nighttime, like the whole on the porch at midnight part. I wanted to make it nighttime, but it makes it harder to see. Yeah, it's just so hard to represent that small. Yeah, the phone ringing, just talking about. Well, see, the other part of the concept in the song is like not answering the phone, so I didn't want to put a hand answering it, I think. So that's like maybe one part about it, though. Yep, we have the goat with the apple in its mouth, also to the core. I put the apple, like, I have the goat open in its mouth, but not taking a full bite out of it, because when I put the apple in its mouth, it looked like the goat was just being stuffed with an apple in its mouth, like when you roast like a pig roast or something like that. Thank you, Showing Pop. Okay, this is another one of them. Yeah, Neil. Yeah, so that's the thing. As I put the apple next to the goat's mouth with his mouth a little bit open, and he's licking it too. Oh yeah, Sunday's still here. Right, spit roasting the goat. That's the thing. You look, when I put it in there, it looked just like that. I was like, oh, the poor goat. I can't make that happen. But maybe I just wasn't good at animating what it looks like when a goat takes a bite of something. I don't know. All right, so the emojis that I'll try and get developed for tonight, we've got all right, Gordon Ramsay emoji, Grumpy Pickle, a fool on just a bedpan. That is a wild emoji. And an Afghan that is kind of like Aladdin, like almost like the carpet ride on there. That'll be cool. I think Bingo is just trolling us out there, because I already said hi to Bingo Healer. We love you, Bingo Healer, if you can hear us. It says, yeah, we feed the goats. We don't need them to feed us. Feed the goats to us, yeah. Hey, thanks, Neil. All right. Well, anybody have any questions? We can jump off of here shortly. And in just a few short hours, I will be back on with letter O. Thought it was a goat with a clown nose. Oh no, is that what it looks like, Shauna TV? Should I do a different color of the apple? Like maybe like a full red? Shauna Bop says, okay, love to all. Finals are approaching. Wish me success. Success to us all and all we do, Afghans and all. Shauna Bop, you got this. You got this. I believe in you, Shauna Bop. No, we all do. I wish you so much luck on the finals. Get that knowledge in there. Work it good. Work it good. Right in there. Have it be full knowledge, not just trying to remember. You got it, Shauna Bop. Let us know how you do. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. All right. I feel like if that's the case, then I'm going to go and work on some of these emojis. I hope to have some new emojis for everyone in the stream tonight. Remember, we're doing O's this evening. O's. And that means that On the Porch at Midnight will be making an appearance tonight. So that's going to be fun. And I think if you guys want the list of O's, our Discord has our full master list in there. Yes, Sean Bob, we got this. Cool hanging out for coffee talk. Deidre, thank you so much. Going back to work. Peace and love, Deidre. Hope to see you tonight. Cha-Cha Robinson. And yeah, hop into our Discord. Free to join. Master list is in there. We are all in there. It would be great to see you. I will be jumping on, let's see, it's going to be about 4 to 5 hours from now. We're going to have our music stream. I'll also be popping out a short in the meantime. Be sure to check that one out. Thank you all for being here for our inaugural coffee talk. Peace and love, everybody. Thank you for being here and talking. You guys are awesome. Please, please, please take care of yourselves. You deserve it. Mwah. Peace and love, everybody. I'll see you soon.